Hello, I'm Abhishek. So I'll be presenting our paper graph Hamiltonicity parameterized by proper interval deletion set. This is joint work with Peter, Kritika, Saket and Mehra. First I'll state our problem, then I'll mention the results, then we'll look at the FPT algorithm after stating some proper interval graph properties, and then we'll conclude. So the problem statement. So for our version of graph Hamiltonicity problem, we are given a graph G and a vertex subset T such that G minus T is a proper interval graph, and the parameter is size of this subset T, which we denote by K, and the question is, does the graph G have a Hamiltonian cycle or a path? In fact, we'll solve a more generalized version of this problem known as cycle cover and or path cover, and once we can solve this cycle cover and path cover, we'll also be able to solve the Hamiltonicity problem. So what we show is path cover and cycle cover, both these problems when parameterized by the proper interval graph deletion set can be solved in order 2 power k log k time. Both these problems when parameterized by the solution size r are para-NP hard. That means we do not even expect any XP algorithm, any algorithm running in time n power f of r. So instead what we do, we look instead of trying to solve this problem with a standard parameter, we'll try to solve it with a structural parameter, and our choice of parameter is proper interval deletion set. We assume that this set is given to us as an input, and this assumption is reasonable since in order 6 power k time we can get such an interval deletion set. This proper interval deletion set we can get in order 6 power k time. So what are proper interval graphs? In proper interval graphs, with every vertex we associate an interval, and there is an edge between two vertices if and only if the associated intervals overlap. Moreover, each of these intervals, they have length exactly equal to 1. So if we look at this diagram, see here we have many vertices, and with every vertex we have associated intervals, 2 vertices, there is an edge between them only if the corresponding intervals overlap. So proper interval graph, it has this really nice property. We can partition its vertices into cliques and we can arrange them in a line. So it has this really nice path-like clique decomposition structure. Moreover, every edge in the proper interval graph is either completely contained inside a clique, or it is only present between 2 adjacent cliques. Here, if you look at this figure, there can be edges completely contained inside each of these cliques, or there can be edges present between adjacent cliques, like the edges that are between qi minus 1 and qi. But notice there cannot be edges present between qi minus 1 and qi plus 1 since they are not adjacent, and will crucially use this property while designing the DP algorithm. The path properties in proper interval graphs. First, let us arrange all the vertices from left to right according to their unit interval representation, and we'll call this representation pi. A path on these vertices is called monotone if the path vertices are spanned from left to right. What do we mean by that? Look at this path from x to y, the red path. If we take any vertex v, then while traversing from x to y, all the vertices that comes after v in this path, the associated intervals are to the right of the interval associated with the vertex b. So we'll call this red path a monotone path. But the green path is not a monotone path because a comes after x in the path from x to y, the green path, but A's unit interval is slightly to the left of the interval associated with x. So this is not a monotone path, but we can say that this path x, a, y is a combination of 2 monotone paths, one monotone path being ax and the other monotone path being ay. So we will call such a path 2 monotone path. Similarly, if we look at the purple path from x, b, c, y, it is a 3 monotone. Now let us mention the interesting property. If there is a path p between 2 vertices x and y contained inside a proper interval graph, then we can replace this path P by another path P prime such that P prime is also between x and y, and vertices that are covered by the path P prime is exactly same as the vertices covered by the path P, and this P prime is a 3 monotone path. Here if we look at this two paths P and P prime in the figure, from x to y the path P is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 monotone, but the path P prime it is at most 3 monotone. So, we will use this property also to design our DP algorithm. So, now we will mention the cycle types. There are two types of cycles that we will try to find in our cycle cover. First type of cycles that are completely contained inside the proper interval graph G minus T, and the second type of cycles that contain some vertices from the modulator, which are the red cycles. Now, these red cycles, so here there is a red cycle containing the vertices x, y, z, and there is another red cycle containing the vertices u and v. So, the first cycle is x, y, z, and the second cycle here is u, v. So, instead of trying to look at these cycles, what we can do is we can look at this cycle and think of them as a collection of disjoint paths between modulator vertices. So, instead of trying to find a cycle containing x, y, and z, what we can do is we will try to find internally disjoint segments from x to y, from y to z, and from z to x. Similarly, instead of trying to find a cycle that contains u and v, we will try to find two internally disjoint segments between u and v. Now, all these internal paths, they are completely contained inside the proper interval graph. So, from the previous property we know that they are at most 3 monotone. So, a path between the modulator vertices, instead of trying to find this path, what we can do, we can try to find a collection of monotone segments with certain properties. That so, in the previous diagram, look at this path between u and v. There is a 2 monotone path here in the proper interval graph. So, instead of trying to find this 2 monotone path, we will try to find 2 segments, segment 1 and segment 2, such that each of them are monotone and they both should end at the same vertex. So, now instead of trying to find cycles that together cover all the vertices, we are trying to find a bunch of monotone segments that should have some intersection properties and some cycles that are completely contained inside the proper interval graph. So, once we know how they intersect with a clique, we will be able to design the DP algorithm. So, these red lines are segments. While we look at a segment, we will find the relevant vertices that it has in a clique. What we call the relevant vertices of a segment, it is the first and the last vertex that it sees in the clique. The intermediate vertices, they are not important for us. Once we know this first and last vertex, storing this information is good enough for us to design the DP algorithm. And when we look at these cycles that are completely contained inside proper interval graphs, here also this cycle can be thought of as a collection of 2 monotone segments starting and ending at the same vertices, and there also we can define the relevant vertices in the same way. Like both, we will look at both these segments, look at their first vertex of intersection and the last vertex of intersection, and they are the only relevant vertices. So, we have a total of 3k many monotone segments. Each of them can have at most 2 relevant vertices inside a clique. So, the monotone segments, they can have at most 6k many relevant vertices, and in a clique there can be at most 2 cycles that together intersect a clique and that do not contain any modulator vertices. If there are 3 cycles, you can combine these 3 cycles and you can you can replace these 3 cycles with 2 cycles and you can get a smaller cycle cover. So, these 2 cycles, they can have at most 4 relevant vertices. So, now the number of relevant vertices in a clique becomes 6k plus 4. So, with this observation, we can design an XP algorithm. So what we do is to design an FPT algorithm. We show that the choices for this relevant vertices are not too many. Instead of trying to find these relevant vertices from the entire clique, what we can do, we can find some smaller subset of vertices of size at most order k square, and we can argue that all the relevant vertices should come from these smaller sets, and that is good enough for us to design an optimum cycle cover. So we find two sets, each of which has size order k square, and we show that all the relevant vertices, they should come from within these sets. And with this, our algorithm only has FPT many choices for relevant vertices from a clique, and with this we design our DP algorithm, which is FPT in running time. So cycle cover and path cover parameterized by proper interval deletion set can be solved in 2 power order k log k. Yeah, and that's all. Thank you.
Thank you for the talk. And are there any questions, please?
So I have a question. Do you think that there is a simple exponential time algorithm to solve the problem? Because the dependency k dot k.
Sorry, can you repeat the question? Like the internet is.
Sorry.
Yeah, I could not hear your question.
So I ask if you think that there is a single exponential time algorithm to solve the problem respect to
Uh,
the dependency of k.
yes. Yeah, we don't know about the lower bound, so there might be a single exponential algorithm. In the first step itself, we use 2 power order k log k time. When we arrange the vertices of the modulator, like there itself we use 2 power order k log k time. So yeah, maybe we could do something better. So the main factor, like this k log k factor, it comes in the first step. So even if we improve the DP somehow, we won't still be able to improve the total runtime as long as we don't improve the first. Yeah.
Thank you.
Or comment? Okay, if not, let's thank the speaker.